All right, welcome back. Another episode of learning how to use Blender. So in my last episode, I created my base here, but I kind of realized that my first object should not necessarily be the base, but rather the entire box that I can build within, and then I'll have a separate item be the base that I build on. So this one I'm going to turn into my total building box, and then I would do another base within that, and then begin building a house. Not quite sure how to go about doing that. Let's see, faces. Um, I would want, let's see, the X, which one's the blue? Z. I want Z to be item options, media and transform. I want it to be global. Oh, local, Z, yeah, 20 meters high. All right, that's what I want. That is my total building area right there. This face is at 0, yes, 32, 32, 30, oh, well that's fine. It's supposed to be at 0, 16. Okay. So I don't want it to be that dark though. I don't want it to be a solid box. I want it to be opaque, transparent. And I'm sure something in here is for that. Ah, wire. Perfect. That's exactly what I was wanting. Okay, so save this as its own bounding box. Okay, now how do I add that that other piece back in? Import. So this is a thing, just learn about how to do it. Not hard. I guess I could just open it and then, oh, I already did save, but okay. Okay, so that didn't do what I wanted. It actually closed the other one and then opened this one, so but I would actually want, I wanted the other one. Okay, so I wanted this one, so that was wrong. That is not what I need to do. I would think it would be something to do here in the import, but I don't see a dot blend. Unless I didn't save the other one right. Save as. What are my options to save as? Does it only allow the dot blend? I know it's here. I know it's not that hard. objects. No, scene. Well, this is irritating, having to even look it up just to figure out how to get another part in there. But it is what it is. This sounds like what it might...
Need a 3D animation for your product?
It's Justin here with the CGEssentials.com, back with another Blender quick tutorial for you. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to quickly import external Blender files into your model. This can be especially helpful for doing things like adding furniture and other context models to your scene without having to actually model them. Instead, you can just download them and import them. So let's go ahead and just jump into it. So for this video, we're going to focus specifically on importing Blender files, so external blend files. We can also, in the future, talk about how to import some other kinds of external models, but for now, let's focus on those Blender files. And so we're going to use a model from BlendSwap. So I will link to this in the notes down below. It's this really great microphone model by UP3D. So what I've done is I've downloaded this, and this gets downloaded as a .blend file. So if I was to look in my Windows Explorer, you can see that this is called microphone, and it's just a .blend file. And what we want to do is we want to import this. But you might have noticed if you go up to File, Import, there's no option in here for .blend. And the reason for that is because we don't necessarily import this as much as we either link to it or append it. And so you can see how those options are up above. So you can see if you mouse over this, this tells you what these do. They either link from a library.blend file or they append a .blend file. And so let's start by looking at the append option. So the way that we're going to do that is we're going to go to File, Append, and so you want to go find that file wherever you saved it. And notice how right now, this is just showing the microphone.blend. But if you click on the append button, you can't just bring that in. What that does is that takes you to all of the stuff contained inside this model. And so in this situation, for example, if you look at this, this has all of the stuff that's inside of the microphone model. So it has the cameras, the collections, the meshes, the materials, all of those are in here. There's really two different ways that you can import these. So you can either go into the object section, and you can actually import all of these. So you can just do an A to select everything and then link that or bring that in by clicking on append. But the problem with that is if we bring that in right here, it's going to bring in all of your meshes, but it's going to bring them in as individual objects. So they're not organized or grouped or anything like that, which can make this really hard to work with. And so that's not necessarily the best way to do this because most files are already organized. And so what we want to do instead is, first of all, I'm going to click on this collection right here. And then I'm going to go to File, Append. And instead of going into the object section, we want to go into the collection section. So if you go into the collection section, what that's going to do is that's going to list out all of the collections that are inside this model. Well, in this case, we just want to bring in the microphone. We don't want to bring in the studio scene. So if we click on Append now, what that's going to do is that's going to bring this object in, and it's going to drop it right here. And so one thing we want to do is we want to move.
Okay, so, yep, that was exactly what I wanted to do. So open. No, not the one I wanted. I actually want to save this as something different. Save as base. Why is the append grayed out though? Oh, because I don't have the collection. No. Why would that be grayed out? He was just talking about that. Oh. Oh, okay. Drag and drop, maybe. Okay, so I was wanting boundary and then drag in base. No. See, but why are the link and append grayed out? Oh, duh. Okay, alright, that explains it. There we go. Alright, append, base, collection. There we go. Alright, perfect. See, told you it wasn't that hard. I was just being dumb and didn't know how. But now I do. Okay. So, this collection, that collection, how do I know which is which? Oh, well, cube. Okay, so this is the base. This is my boundary. Alright, gotta keep these things organized. I do know that. Okay, so now let's go find a house to import. Ooh, that looks interesting. Models. There we go. I've heard of turbo squid before, so oh, these are nice. Wow. I mean, that just looks absolutely huge. That's not quite what I'm looking for. I'm going something for like a Frozen, the movie Frozen look, but obviously I can't quite copy what they're doing, but some of these look really nice. This would be too small a detail, and I think that's going to be my problem, really, is anything that I might find is just going to have too small a detail to really do anything with. But what I'm looking for is more how to manipulate the model, how to how to build, like learning how to build, so that I can either modify a model to be what I'm looking for, or build one myself specifically. This is kind of what I'm looking for as far as the walls. I honestly don't expect to find what I'm looking for. That looks okay. It looks like somebody really like actually tried to copy the movie. They didn't do a great job. That looks nice. Okay, so let's go with a little more generic. If I could spell properly. I don't even know what a castella is. Castle. Ooh. See, these look really nice. Wow, that is probably huge, though. Something like this would be about what I'm looking for, because it fills the dimensions of what I'm trying to do. This would work. This would work for one of the pieces I'm trying to build. Again, this would work. That would look very nice. I'm wondering if I could do something like this, if I have enough space to do something like that. I don't want one that I have to pay for, though, just because I'm just messing around with it. Price. 0. Oh, there we are. Free. Oh, there we go, right there. That would be a good start. Or maybe something a little more basic like this. Do they have more images? Oh, yes, they do. Okay. Yeah, I think this will do nicely. Just because it seems pretty open in the middle. And then I can just replace. Yeah. I'll start with that. I can adjust and do things as I need. Modify it to be what I want. Yes, screen cover, so that. No, is that what I wanted? Yes, okay. I'm needing to create an account real quick. Okay. That is done. Stop that. Oh, I just realized something else that I was needing to do this morning. And this is not it. So, where did that model go that I just had? 3D models, search, castle. It was it that one? No. Where did that one go that I was looking at? Nice and simple. I don't think it was that one. It was not quite as good looking as that one. It was more basic, which is exactly what I was going for. Was it? No, it's not the same images. That's fine. We'll find it. I mean, come on. How many castle models could they have? Probably quite a lot. Oh, that's what it was. I filtered by free. Okay. So that greatly narrows it down. And I don't think it was that one. That's good that they mix them up, though, so that you don't get the same order each time, because that tends to put a bias on what people get or don't get. So, it wasn't that one. Was it this one? Stone bridge to castle. But it's not. Oh, okay, yeah, that's not the castle itself. Huh, where did it go? Oh, this looks interesting. Well, half this video is just going to be me looking for a castle, so I will end it here. Thanks for joining.